Hello again. You're all very welcome to this week's edition of Matt and Michael's Lockdown with Matt Gilsenan and myself, Michael Farry. We have a nice programme for you this week. I'm going to read two poems this week. One of my own, which is about ageing, and one which was written in 1947, but which is strangely relevant today. Matt is going to sing an old favourite, which everybody knows. At least everybody knows the chorus. He's also going to introduce a clip of himself singing at a concert in Navan in 1987. He also dances, so that's something to look out for. And then we'll finish with a nice version of Sliabh by Matt and Michael Megan, with some pictures of butterflies and bees. So there's a lot to enjoy there. I'll hand you over to Matt.
Today I thought I'd do one more from the repertoire of John McCormick, but it's one that you all know. At least you all know the chorus. I don't know the verses off by heart, so you'll pardon me if I read as we go along, and when we come to the chorus, sure, we'll all sing the chorus together. When Irish eyes are smiling. There's a tear in your eye, and I'm wondering why, for it never should be there at all. With such power in your smile, sure a stone you'd beguile, so there's never a teardrop should fall. When your sweet lilting laughter's like some fairy song, and your eyes twinkle bright as can be, you would laugh all the while, and all other times smile, and now smile a smile for me. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world is bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away. For your smile is a part of the love in your heart, and it makes even sunshine more bright. Like the linnet's sweet song, crooning all the day long, comes your laughter so tender and light. For the springtime of youth is the sweetest of all. There is never a real care or regret. And when springtime is ours, throughout all of youth's hours, let us smile every chance that we get. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away. Now, there's another song.
Last week, I read two poems by the African-American poet Langston Hughes. This week, I'd like to read another poem of his, which was first published in 1947, but it's still strangely topical and relevant. Who But the Lord by Langston Hughes. I looked and I saw that man they call the law. He was coming down the street at me. I had visions in my head of being laid out cold and dead, or else murdered by the 3rd degree. I said, "Oh Lord, if you can, save me from that man. Don't let him make a pulp out of me." But the Lord, he was not quick. The law raised up his stick and beat the living hell out of me. Now I do not understand why God don't protect a man from police brutality. Being poor and black, I've no weapon to strike back. So who but the Lord can protect me? We'll see.
Phil the Fluter's Ball has to be among the most popular of Percy French songs. And I suppose it crossed the minds of some people if there ever was a Phil the Fluter. Well, apparently there was, and I am indebted to Brendan O'Dowda for this information, which apparently came from the writings of Percy French himself. And this is the gist of the story. Percy was staying at Godley's home near Carrigallen. And one evening the Reverend James Godley came in after one of his long walks and told me how he had met the local flute player and how he had paid his rent. "And how did you do that?" "I gave a ball," said the fluter. "Sure, that would cost you money." "No. Oh no, not me. I clean out my cabin, remove my any food or drink from the cupboard. I put my hat behind the door, and the neighbours came bringing their suppers with them, and each one would put a shilling or two into the hat." Well, that's the story, background story of Phil the Fluter's Ball. And when Philip Byrne asked me to sing this in the concert in Navan all those years ago, and he said we'll sing it together. I'll do a couple of verses and you do a couple of verses. He said, "And Matt, would you get it off to a good fast pace?" Philip, God rest him, didn't realise that I was no longer in the first flush of youth, even in 1987. Anyway, I hope you enjoy Phil the Fluter's Ball.
This is a poem about reaching that stage in life when your children and your friends don't want you to drive anymore. Ages. They used my honest face to fool him. Trouble with the timing belt, gearbox and camshaft. A month's labour at least. In the hope that by then he would have worsened, forgotten he had ever driven. I saw my uncle take the wheels from my granddad's red ass cart, hang them helpless in the cowshed, to halt our weekly jaunts up the mountain road to the top, to look across to the other side. Today, in the supermarket car park, I braked just in time, millimetres away from the red Passat's bumper. She blew the horn, glared at me. In shock, I watched her frown fade, her face fill with pity.
Alone, all alone, by the wave-washed strand, and alone in the crowded hall. The hall, it is gay, and the ways they are grand, but my heart is not here at all. It flies far away, by night and by day, to the times and the joys that are gone. And I never will forget the sweet maid that I met in the valley near Gilsenan. It was not the grace of her queenly air, nor her cheek of the roses glow, nor her soft black eyes, nor her flowing hair, nor was it her lily white brow. 'Twas the soul of truth and of melting youth, and the smile like the summer dawn, that stole my heart away one soft summer day in the valley near Gilsenan. In the festive hall, by the shore was sure, oh, ever my restless spirit lies. My love, oh, my love, shall I ne'er see you more, and my land will you never uprise? By night and by day, I'll ever stray, while lonely my life lives on, to see my flag unfurled and my true love to enfold in the valley near Gilsenan. In the valley